From Brook and Jubal in the morning.
What's going on?
Not much, just hanging out. What's going on with you? How you doing? What you up to today, girl?
No, I mean, like, why are you guys calling me?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we know.
okay, I missed the point. Sorry. We got an email about you from one of our listeners. It's a dude who wants to do a second date update. You have any idea who might have emailed us?
I mean, I went on a date recently, but I don't know why he'd email a radio station.
What was his name?
Justin?
That's it.
Hey.
Justin emailed us because he said he really enjoyed going out with you, but now you're not getting back to him.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's true.
So I guess there's a reason. It wasn't
Yeah.
just like, oh, I let him know that I ran out of time.
No, there's definitely a reason there.
Is it because he proposed to you on your first date? I mean, I'm just taking a wild guess.
Okay, awkward.
Yeah, right? Did you think that was funny? Because he said he meant it as a joke and you were laughing.
I mean, at first, but then the whole restaurant kind of started looking at us, and it was not comfortable.
Yeah. So you think it was just, I mean, was that the moment that ruined the vibe?
Before that, I honestly, I was having a good time with him, and he seemed like a funny kind of guy.
Okay,
Okay.
so the wedding proposal thing didn't completely kill it for you.
Well, it's kind of complicated.
Can you mind explaining so we can tell him?
Well, later that night, I went home, and I had this vivid dream. And
Was I wearing pants? Was I wearing pants?
She doesn't even know who you are, Jubal.
not about you.
Oh,
Yeah.
my bad. Okay.
Wait, so
I'm
wait,
assuming again. Sorry.
get back to
No,
your dream. What was your dream about?
So Justin and I were actually getting married in my
Whoa.
dream.
Oh.
And, like, it was really, really vivid. And, you know, we went through the whole ceremony.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
then-
I could see how you would have a dream about that, like the night after it happened. Of course, it's gonna be top of mind.
Yeah. But then afterwards, it went straight to us in court getting divorced.
So you got
You had it. That's it.
married and divorced all in your dream.
Weird dream.
That's a quick dream.
So, I mean, when I woke up, it was really unsettling, and I felt kind of weird, and I didn't know how I really felt about it. But the more I thought about that, that's definitely a sign from the universe. Like, I should not go out with him again, right?
Wait,
So-
hold on.
Whoa.
You dreamt that you got married and divorced, and you think that that's why you shouldn't go out with him again?
Oh, definitely.
Wait, sorry, I'm going to hop in here.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Naomi, that's Justin. He's actually been on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh, my God. Wait, are you joking?
No, okay, look, I understand that this is a little extreme, maybe a little overkill to call, and
Oh, my God.
and I just need to go back to what you were saying. You had a dream that we got married and divorced, and so now you don't want to go on a date with me again?
I mean, Justin, first off, this is crazy that you contacted me through a radio station. So I think this is almost maybe another sign that we shouldn't pursue this.
Oh, no.
But
Well, then that might
I
be
mean,
the first sign. You're saying that the reason that you thought we shouldn't be together is because of a dream that you had. Like, I don't have a dream that I get fired and then not go to work the next day.
well, Justin, I believe in signs. I believe that our dreams do tell us the truth about things. They reveal, you know, what is our path or not our path in many ways. And I definitely think that this is not the right path to take. It would end in divorce.
Oh,
Naomi,
no.
I'm sorry to interject here real quick, but I just don't think, like, I've had dreams that my husband's cheated on me. And I mean, as far as I know,
Those are
he
true
hasn't.
ones, but
Yeah,
that's
but
beside the point.
Different
I didn't wake up in the morning and say, oh my God, we've got to get divorced because of what you did. Like, it's just your subconscious. It's not a sign from the universe.
Yeah, but it's not just a dream. I mean, we had the couple propose next to us. Then he did the fake proposal. Then in my dream, we get married. Then we get divorced. It's too much.
I think it's just a sign of an active imagination, and there's nothing wrong with that. But come on, Naomi.
Things don't look good for us in the future.
So you're convinced, Naomi, that you shouldn't date Justin because of this dream?
Yeah, I mean, we got married and we got divorced. That's as clear a sign as any in the universe that we should not be together.
I don't even know how you battle that, Justin.
Naomi, I'm sorry, but this sort of sounds crazy to me because it was a dream. It was one dream. You can't make all your decisions in life based on a dream. I mean, obviously you would dream about that we had the proposal thing happen that night, and so you would be dream. I mean, I think we even talked about divorce at dinner that night.
Justin, I don't think you get it. Like, I know plenty of people, for instance, my grandma, she had a dream where she got sick and she was sneezing, and then she got pneumonia.
Whoa. Was it like the next day or like a year later?
No, it was like within a week.
Whoa.
Well, that probably means her body was already ill.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Naomi, you're starting to sell me on this whole dream thing.
No, you guys.
I dreamt I was a wizard in a Harry Potter book once, but I wasn't.
Are you sure about that? Yeah. Maybe somebody cast a spell on you. Now you don't even know you can do wizardry.
Justin Dole.
Yeah, no, maybe it'll happen in the future.
Oh!
Justin, you sound a little kind of angry at this point.
Well, I am angry because this is ridiculous. The bottom line is, Naomi, I like you. I had a lot of fun with you. I think we would continue to have fun together, and that bizarre freak incident is not going to happen every time we go out.
All right, with that being said, Naomi, would you like to go out with Justin on a second date? We will pay for it.
Ooh.
Yeah. You didn't dream that, did you?
Yeah. And Naomi, think about it. I feel like you have to give him another chance, just one more time. And if you have a similar dream, then call it quits.
You guys, I've got a bad feeling about it. I just don't want to tempt the universe with stuff like this because we'll end up regretting it. And I don't want that. Justin, you're a nice guy, and I wish you the best of luck.
Oh,
Wow.
Man.
I really think you're making a mistake. I cannot fathom that this is actually happening. But if this is what you really want...
Justin, it's not what I want. It's what the universe is telling us is right.
No, it's what you dreamed. Come on.
Well,
And dreams are signs, Justin.
either way, Justin, it doesn't sound like you're getting a second date. I'm sorry, man.
Well, thank you guys for trying.
Yeah, no problem. And Naomi, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Before you go, could you do me one favor?
What is it?
Can you dream about me winning $1 million?
Me
Please.
too.
Yeah, all of us? That'd be dope.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Rebecca, please?
this is she.
Hey, Rebecca, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
I'm sorry, who?
Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, hi. I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. You have any idea why I'm calling?
I honestly don't even know who you are.
Okay.
It's very honest.
I'll explain the whole thing. My name is Jubal, and I host the show Brook and Jubal in the Morning. That's Brooke over there,
Hi.
Hello.
and that's Jose over there.
Hey, what's up?
Hello.
You sound very
The
lovely.
reason that we're calling you today is that one of our listeners emailed us about you.
About me.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a guy that you went out on a date with. He says that you guys had a great time, but now you're not calling him back, and he's very confused. Do you have any idea who I might be talking about?
Oh God, Avery.
Yes. Congratulations, you got it right.
Okay.
We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So Avery emailed us because he's confused. He thought your date was great, but now you're not responding to any of his messages.
Yeah, you're right. I am not responding to any of his messages.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, from his description, it sounded like you were really into the date.
I mean, it was fun. I had a nice time, but he's probably a little too much for my taste, and I just don't think that it's a good idea to continue.
Huh.
Okay. Well, I don't know how he could be too much for your date. Can I tell you what he told us about your date?
Sure.
So he said that you guys got set up because your moms know each other?
Uh-huh.
Right. And then he said that you met up, you had a good time, you even went back to his place and made out on his bed.
Yeah, we did.
Sounds real enjoyable when you say it like that.
Yeah. Is that what you mean too much? Like, do you not move that fast normally or something?
Well, not necessarily that. A couple of things became apparent that are kind of red flags for me, and I just felt like I was finished at that point.
He was a horrible kisser, wasn't he?
Oh, well, he wasn't my favorite kisser that I've had, but he wasn't the worst.
Oh, well, that's always the review that guys want after you make out with them. You're not the worst.
Was his place like disgusting?
No, I just don't need to get him in trouble. He seems like a nice enough guy.
In trouble with what?
Just the lifestyle that he lives is a little too intense for me, and I'm
Wait,
you know,
we're talking about the same Avery, right?
yeah.
I was shocked that he liked reggae.
That was kind of the shocker for me too. Like I also enjoy reggae, but like I wasn't necessarily expecting that, so that kind of brought my guard down, and I thought that, you know, maybe we did have a lot in common, and you know, when we went back to his place, I was kind of into it, but that's not really enough to keep a connection alive, I guess. I don't know.
So what
happened?
What was it?
Do I have to tell you? I don't know.
Yes.
Well, we'd appreciate it, and so would he. He really wants to know.
And he's like not going to get in trouble if it's anything weird.
I don't.
Well,
with the law,
it depends on how weird it is. I mean, I'm sure the authorities could get involved if they need to. I don't know
So like
what
a
you're
body?
even talking about.
Well, just basically, like, long story short, we were having a really nice date. We went back to his place. He turned on some reggae. We were making out a little bit. And then all of a sudden he stops me and he says, "Why don't we kick this party up to the next level?"
Whoa!
Wait, what?
What does that mean?
So he pulls this box from underneath his bed and he opens it and it's just drug paraphernalia in it.
What? Like what?
I know. Well, like, you know, like there's some weed and some other stuff. So he offers me, you know, he says, "Do you want to have some fun?" And I said, "No, I'm good. I'll pass." And he says, "Fine. I'm going to have all the fun myself then, I guess." And he puts a pill on his tongue and turns on a strobe light.
Shut up.
Oh my god!
And like all of a sudden the date turns into this rave and I was just I was not on board. And he says, "You know, let's go crazy." And then he stands up on his bed and starts dancing and like gyrating.
We're talking about the same Avery.
Yes.
Rebecca, what are you doing? How can you say that stuff on air, on the radio?
Wait. What's going on?
Oh, that's Avery. He's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Rebecca, our moms are going to hear this.
Moms!
I forgot about the moms.
You've been listening the whole time.
Yes, I've been listening to everything. I didn't know that was an issue.
How could it not be an issue, Avery?
You said you liked reggae. You said you were into the culture. We were on the same page. I thought you
Oh
did
my God, the
stuff.
movement and the historical significance of it, not the drug culture.
But that comes with it.
No, it doesn't.
No. Listen, man, you started out so nice and so very different than you were back at your house. Like you were so calm and it was even almost awkward. And then you get back home and it's just a nonstop party all the time. Like, what is that?
Well, that's the me when I'm in public. But, you know, when I'm in my home, in my den, I mean, that's my safe space.
He invited you into a safe space.
I don't even know what to say to that, Avery. Like, this is like our first date. This is the impression.
Well, I thought you were cool with it. I thought it would be okay and be kind of fun. I didn't know he was going to tattletale on me and rat me out.
Rat me out.
I mean, Avery, you didn't even like gauge how I felt about that kind of thing. You just went to town. Like, how am I supposed to?
Well, it's because I like you. I thought we had a lot in common. Hey, if you don't want to have fun with me, I get it. It is what it is. Maybe the next time I go out with somebody, they'll actually have the same hair that's in their photos.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What photos?
Your hair is totally different from what you have on Facebook.
I've literally had the same haircut for like 4 years. What are you talking about?
Saw the pictures, your hair's wavy, but you showed up to the date and your hair was totally straight.
Are you kidding me? You showed up to the date like a clean-cut nice dude and then took me back to your drug den and turned on a strobe light.
Good point, Rebecca.
Best point ever.
Hey, Rebecca, would you like to go out with Avery again on a second date? We will pay for it.
You know, I don't think that's a good idea. Maybe he can use those funds to take somebody else into his den and have a great, wonderful night.
Oh my God, Den sounds so creepy every time you say it.
Well, I guess I'll just have to find somebody else to party with.
No, Avery, say no to drugs, for God's sake.
Rebecca, you didn't tell my mom, did you?
No, I've never even met your mother.
You didn't tell your mom either, right?
I just told her that it wasn't a good fit.
Ooh.
Whoa, man, dodged a bullet, Avery. I'm sorry you didn't get a date, but you can still live the party on.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Allison, please?
this is Allison,
Hey, Allison, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
the radio show.
Yes.
Hey.
How you doing?
Fine.
I'm calling you, actually, because you recently went out on a date with a listener of our show.
I did?
Yeah. His name is Mark.
Yeah.
Well, apparently you've been blowing him off for a couple weeks since your date, and he asked us to call and see if we could find out why.
He said I was blowing him off.
Mm-hmm. He said he's been trying to go out with you ever since your date, and you keep, like, postponing it.
Yeah, but I'm not blowing him off. I genuinely just needed to postpone it.
Okay. Should I tell him that you're actually going to go out with him one of these days then?
Yeah, absolutely.
What are you waiting for?
Well, I mean, this is just, it's important, and I want to make sure that, like, I'm totally there for it. So
Okay.
I just needed to have the right time.
Are you trying to end another relationship?
No, definitely not. No, I'm single.
Okay.
Well, Mark wants to know, because that's why he emailed us. Because you know how it is if you go out with someone and they keep, going, hey, I can't go out this week, maybe next week, and then they keep doing that. At a certain point, you feel like they don't like you.
I never meant to do that. Like, that was not my intention at all. No, I just needed more time.
So
Okay, because he's starting to get that vibe from you that you don't want to go out with him. What can I tell him then?
Can you just tell him that I just needed a couple extra days just to kind of get some things together?
That sounds so sketchy, though, Allison.
But it's not. It really isn't sketchy. I just needed a couple more days. I promise. I really do like him.
Are you just like out of time? Like you don't have enough time in your day, and your job's really demanding, or?
I kind of would rather not tell you guys because I think it might sound crazy, and I would really not want to come off like a crazy person.
That makes me want to know even more what it is, Allison.
Yeah, I'm thinking like you're going to get a boob job or something, and you need to get that finished.
No, not at all. I just feel like this could be the most important second date of my life, and I'd really rather not ruin the surprise.
Whoa, you like him that much?
Wow.
I do. I mean, I've been working on this picture book for him for the last, I don't know, couple of months, and I just want to make sure that it's perfect, and it's just not ready yet to give
What?
to him, and so I'm just trying to finish it.
You say you've been working on a picture book?
Yeah.
Have you
Of
even?
what?
I mean, I've been working on collecting some photos of the last, year or so of, I guess, of me liking him and, of our...
Allison, I guess I'm confused.
A year?
You guys went on that one date.
Yeah.
Right? Had you known each other beforehand? Because when we talked to him, he says that he knew you worked in the same building and you met, at a lunch.
Yeah, in terms of us dating, but I've known of him for about a year and a half or so. One of my girlfriends at work pointed him out to me, and we were with two totally separate groups, but our eyes met, and I just knew it was perfect. We were going to date, and so I had to wait it out.
So are the pictures? So what? I guess I don't
Yeah.
understand exactly what you're building. You said a picture book, but what is a picture book of? Collages or something?
Just who we were before we started dating. So, I went to his high school, and I got his high school yearbook photo.
What?
With that in it. And I recently dyed my hair blonde, so I have like the before and after photo, like who we were before we got together.
And
Allison?
you're planning on giving him this on your second date.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
mean, I think he'd really appreciate it. I think he'd really love it.
Wait, don't you have girlfriends to tell you that this is like crazy?
This isn't crazy. It's like a book of my feelings and all of what we were before we're gonna be together. And it's, you know, like, I know how much he likes blondes, and the fact that I went and dyed my hair blonde, he's just gonna appreciate it so much.
Allison, you know what? You're right.
When we
Allison,
get married, we're gonna have this like shown at the wedding of like what our lives were like before we were together.
Allison, you know what? If somebody had done that for me on a second date, I would think that that was so sweet.
You are such a
And
liar.
no. I would think that, you know, it'd be nice if somebody went to all that work for me. Give me a picture book of things for the last year.
Yeah, see?
No, Allison. No.
I just wanted it to be sweet, like, and that's why I can't see him yet.
Okay.
It's not ready.
All right, Allison. Well, then I will tell him to just hold tight, and you will eventually go out with him. That's the message you want me to pass along?
That's exactly it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Allison, I also need to let you know that Mark is on the other line and just heard that. Mark?
Yeah.
Say hi to Allison.
Oh, my gosh.
Allison? What's going on? You've been collecting pictures of me? Allison?
Mark, it wasn't that you weren't supposed to find out about it this way. Like, I have this beautiful book that I've just been working on, and I just wanted you to see it, and I haven't been blowing you off, I swear.
So you've been working on this since way before we even met?
I mean, yeah, because you were in a relationship, and so I knew that we couldn't be together. I'm not that kind of girl. Like, of course I was going to wait until you were single.
How'd you even know I was in a relationship?
I mean, like, we have mutual friends in at work, and so I just, you know, I knew some things about you.
Wait, so you've been, like, stalking me for the past year?
No. I'm not that kind of crazy person. I'm not a stalker at all.
What kind of crazy person
I just
are
wanted
you?
to make sure that, like, you knew what our life was like before, and it was documented.
Allison, this is creepy.
It's not. It's not at all. Like, it's really just meant to be sweet and endearing, and you're really gonna love it when you see it. I promise.
I feel unsafe.
I don't think anybody blames you for that, Mark.
Allison,
Holy cow.
I think you've officially scared Mark a little bit.
Because of you. Because it wasn't supposed to be like this. He was supposed to see it on our date, and now you ruined it, and everybody knows it. I was supposed to show him this book, and he was supposed to just be so happy to see it.
Yeah, Allison, you know what? I'm sorry I screwed that up for you.
Thank you for the apology, but that doesn't change anything.
Allison, in your mind, how was this going to play out exactly? He was going to fall in love with you after you gave him a book?
Who the do you think you are?
Oh!
That is exactly what was supposed to happen.
Oh, honey.
Don't oh honey me. You know this was a genius plan, and you're just upset because you didn't think about it.
Oh, my gosh. There's so many things wrong with this.
You guys are such ass. How dare you spoil this
Allison,
on the radio for me?
Allison,
you ruined the surprise.
I don't know. Hey, Allison.
Everything. You made me
Look,
and everything.
Allison, I know that you're upset, but I haven't even asked if Mark will go out with you again. Like, the whole thing might not be ruined. Mark, would you like to go out with Allison again on a second date? We'll pay for it.
No.
See? It's because of you. You
Yes.
ruined this. You did this.
I'm sorry.
No.
I apologize, Allison. I think Allison's gone.
Oh, my
Man.
gosh.
I'm scared for my safety. And, Mark, I
Yeah.
think you might need to find a new job and a new town.
I think calling you guys might have literally saved my life.
I think you're right.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Dennis.
Yeah? Who's this?
Dennis, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
You ever heard of the show before?
The show?
Yeah, the show. You ever
Yes.
heard of it?
Sounds like he's real familiar.
What's the show?
The show is called Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show. And one of our listeners actually emailed us about you.
What?
Yeah, that's why I'm calling today. They asked if we could get you on the phone and ask you a few questions.
What are you talking about?
We do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. So you recently went out on a date with somebody, and now you're not calling them back, so they asked us if we could talk to you and find out the reason. Have you been out on a lot of dates in the past couple of weeks?
I mean, I've been on a couple.
Okay. Have you been on any dates with a girl named Katie?
Oh, my God.
Whoa.
All right.
Yeah, you definitely remember Katie.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Katie is the one who wanted us to get you on the phone to find out why you're not calling her back.
Look, I'm not interested in seeing her again.
Yeah, she kind of figured that because you haven't been responding to any of her phone calls, but do you mind telling us why?
You gotta understand how confusing it'd be for a guy to come back to your place and then split with no reason at all.
Wait, how do you know that?
Oh, that's because we talked to Katie about your date. She said that you guys met on Tinder and then went to a bar, went back to her place to watch a movie, hung out with her and her dog, and then in the middle of it, this is how she described you leaving, okay? You can tell me if this is true or not. She said you jumped up and left as if you had to poop real bad.
That's an understatement.
Whoa!
So
Oh,
you
you really
did have
had
to
to
go to the
poop?
bathroom?
I didn't have to go to the bathroom, no, but
Oh.
I needed to get out of there.
Oh.
Why'd you need to leave so bad?
I honestly don't even really know how to describe it. It was probably the weirdest date of my life.
That is a bold statement, sir.
It is a bold statement.
What was so weird about it?
Everything was normal in the beginning. We went on the date. She was cute. She was attractive, but I guess like looks hide the crazy. She invited me back to her place, and I was like, all right, some things are going to happen. It's going to be a good night.
Yeah. She actually told us she was thinking the same thing, and that's why she was surprised you left.
Well, I was thinking that until a couple more events unfolded. We got to her place. We're watching a movie. It was nice. We were having like a couple extra drinks. And then I was just sitting there, this like tiny like rodent dog that she has like ran in and like crawled on her and started being like super jumpy and crazy. I'm like, cool, everyone has dogs, everyone has pets. And then she's
Yeah,
like,
she told us about that. She said that you guys hung out and like her dog knows how to say, I love you,
yeah, that's what she did. Like she started saying like, do you want to hear my dog talk? And I was like, okay, because I'm not going to say no because I'm on a date and we're at her place.
Yeah, so you're pretty much saying yes to almost anything at this point.
Yeah, and then she's saying like, my dog can say I love you, and I was like, okay, prove it. And then she was like, you say I love you, and then the dog was making weird sounds that I guess sounded like words. Cool. Everyone has tricks with their dogs. It was fun. That's not crazy weird. And then the dog jumps down, and so the dog starts like humping my leg.
Okay.
That also
That'll happen.
happens.
Yeah.
That'll happen. I'm willing to forgive it, but she kept being like, no. But that's all she was saying. It was no. Like the dog wasn't stopping. She kept saying no.
So you were getting humped by the wrong thing.
Getting humped by the wrong thing in the room. So
I mean, why is that so uncomfortable, though? A little teacup-sized dog is humping your leg?
I mean, we're not at the end of the story yet.
Okay.
So the dog was humping my leg, and then this is where it gets really, really bizarre. Like, this is where we reached the point of no return here. She moves her leg forward. Oh, my God, I can't believe this. And then she encourages the dog to hump her leg instead of mine.
What?
Yeah, it gets worse. So the dog starts kind of going to town on her leg.
Ew.
And she starts encouraging it.
What do you mean?
So the dog is like humping her leg, and she's like, good girl.
What?
That's a good girl. And I gave her this look, and she was like, oh, don't worry. Once she finishes, it'll be better.
So, in order to get the dog off of you, she offered up her leg instead and let the dog do its thing. Did it?
Yeah. In order to get the dog off of me, she let the dog get off on her.
No! Oh, my God.
How long did this take?
I'm freaking out at your your story right now.
Keep in mind, the entire time this is happening, the movie was still going. Like, we're still supposed to be on this, like, date. And she says to me, she actually says, just keep watching the movie and don't pay attention to the dog.
Oh, my
Ashley's, like, saying, like, come on, good girl, yeah, that's it. And she's borderline, like, dirty talking this dog.
That is so
Well,
weird.
she wanted the dog to finish so it stopped bugging you guys, so you guys could start doing some work.
But I'm sorry, but, like, first off, what dog understands the dirty talk enough to, like, have that be something that helps it get there? And two, why is that a decision you would ever, like, why is that a training tool for your animal?
Oh, my God. What did you say to her? Did you say anything?
What am I supposed to say? I just, like, laser-eyed at the television and was just hoping this whole thing would end.
I just picture you sitting there with your hands at your side, trying to look at anything but her and the dog.
So then the dog, like, in, like, its final, like, weird heave of energy finishes. And I'm like heart is pounding, like I cannot, I'm freaking out. And then the dog jumps up on her lap and then like starts like licking her face. Like her and the dog were having like post-coital relations.
Oh my God.
Like a moment. They were having a moment like the dog was, thank you so much.
It was like the dog was about to roll over and have a cigarette at this point.
Yeah, they were having a moment. They were having like, and I was clearly not supposed to be there.
It's like, was it good for you?
And then she was like saying, I love you afterwards, and the dog was making the weird I love you sound back to her.
Oh my God.
How'd you even make it that far? I would have been gone before that could happen.
Listen, I don't know why I stayed there or like even how long it took, but I felt like a deer in headlights and I couldn't even move.
That is such a strange incident.
I hate to do this to you because you might feel like a deer in headlights again, but Katie is actually on the other line listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. Katie, are you there or have you hung up?
You know, you're overreacting, Dennis. Obviously, you guys aren't dog people, but...
Whoa, what kind of dog person are you?
I'm one who really loves my dog. I'm sorry you don't have dogs. Maybe you just don't get it. I don't know.
Wait, I'm sorry. Are you seriously, like, trying to justify what happened and what I had to go through?
Look, if I didn't let her finish, she would have been bugging us all night.
What
So
are
you were doing
talking
Dennis
about?
a favor, Katie.
No, be a normal dog person. Get a water bottle, squirt it, put it in a back bedroom. Make it stop.
Give your dog a stuffed animal. Like,
My dog is like my kid, and I take care of my kids.
Yeah, you do.
That is also
that's a little
weird.
creepy.
You gotta make it weird?
I don't think we're the ones making it weird.
We're definitely not the ones making it weird.
Have you ever watched like the Dog Whisperer or any sort of like Animal Planet show? Nowhere will you see it encouraging a dog to hump your leg and then
Look,
having...
you don't know my dog, okay? I'm not gonna spray water or yell at my dog or kick her off me because it's inhumane, and I'm not gonna be doing that to my baby.
You know what? Maybe that's it, Katie. You're a better dog owner than all of us. I don't personally own a dog, but any dog owner listening right now, I think that you're a better dog owner than they are.
No.
Dennis, I'd like to ask you this question, and I'm hoping you'll say yes. Would you like to go out on a second date with Katie? I will pay for the date.
No. Thank you. I will actually retract everything I said.
Wow.
I do not want to see this guy again.
What? Just because he got weirded out because you let your dog hump your leg?
He's not the person I thought he was.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Sorry, Dennis. Maybe you don't know this, but as soon as she was finished, maybe you would have gotten some action too.
Katie, what's your dog's name?
Her name is Tuka.
Tuka. Dennis, you could have had Tuka Sloppy second.
Oh my God.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to James, please?
Yeah, this is he.
James, how you doing, man? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show?
Yeah, I think I've heard of that. Why are you calling me?
Just to talk.
No, that's not why we're calling you.
You know, we're calling random people who might listen to the show and just saying, hey, what's up, James? What's new in your life, you know? It's been a while.
I don't actually listen to your show. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, then in that case, I'll just tell you that we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. So we got an email about you from one of our listeners, and her name is Tanya.
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, no, it is Tanya.
No, thank you. No, thanks.
Wait, no thank you as in you don't want to talk about Tanya, or you don't care to know what she emailed us?
Really, any of it. I don't want to be any part of that drama whatsoever.
Okay.
That girl's evil. I don't want. No, thank you. I'm good.
Evil. All right, hold on, though. James, don't go anywhere. Listen, hear me out for a second, all right? Because Tanya did email us, and she told us what happened on your date, and the fact that her ex-husband came over to her house while you guys were, like, hanging out on the couch or whatever. And she feels bad about that. I don't think that makes her evil.
And it sounds like she maybe wasn't like totally honest with you because she's actually still in the middle of the divorce, not totally divorced yet, but they're separated. Like they're not a thing.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I do not want to be part of any of this drama. So
No.
thank you for calling. I'm gonna
James,
go.
well, hold up, James. I don't think there's as much drama as you think, though.
Yeah, because it sounds like, I mean, from her description, I mean, yeah, that's super awkward that her ex-husband would walk in when you guys were hanging out on the couch, but it doesn't sound like there was like a big beef or something.
No, it seems like I know a whole lot more about this than you guys do.
What?
Well, you were there, so that would make
Yeah,
sense.
all we know is what Tanya told us, and what she told us is that her ex came over, and then you left thinking that maybe there was more going on.
Yeah, there is a whole lot more going on.
What else
Okay,
is
well,
going
can you
on?
tell us?
I mean-
Just real quick?
No, I told you I'm gonna go, so I really
No,
don't want to
come on,
talk about
James.
any of this stuff, man.
It's really quick.
Can you just, for a second, we'll get you off the phone quick, I promise. Tell us one thing, like what else is there to the story?
If you really want to know,
Yes, just, like I said, quickly.
after the date, I was completely pissed off by the whole situation. So I go to our friend and I'm like, why would you even put me in that situation? Like, why would you do that to me? And she wouldn't tell me, and she was like being coy or whatever. And eventually she came out with it that Tanya's still in love with her ex and that she'd planned the whole thing just so that like he would show up and see us together and set me up, and
What?
I was a pawn in this whole game for her to make her ex-husband jealous.
Oh.
Wait, so she like set up the timing of her ex coming back into the house just so her ex could see?
Yeah, apparently she told her ex what time we'd be there so that the timing would work out so that he would walk in on us.
Whoa. Are
And you have a problem with that?
sure?
Yeah.
That's a problem for you, James?
Yeah, I've got a big problem with that because I don't like to be used in that way
Yeah.
or, put on the spot like I'm being put on the spot right now. So,
Oh
so-
my God. But that doesn't make sense. If that's what she was doing, why would she contact us to get you and her to go out on a second date?
because she's evil. Like I said, she's crazy and she's evil, and that's all this whole thing is about. So
Yeah, but it takes a lot of effort to email a radio show and then talk to us and then call you and do all that. If she didn't actually like you and she was just trying to set up her ex, do you think she would do all that?
It's actually not that much effort to email someone. So
That's a very good point.
Good, yeah, good point.
But I
Well,
don't get it. Why
James-
would her friend call her out like that?
I don't know. I really I'm really over all of this, and so the whole situation. There's like literally nothing you can say to make me feel better about this. So I should really.
Well, James, hold on. I know you're trying to go, but what if I tell you Tanya's on the other line and wants to talk to you? Would that make you feel better?
No, is she?
Yes, James, I'm here. Please don't go. Just will you just hear me out,
No,
please?
no, I'm good.
Look,
Thank you.
I'm so embarrassed, and I just want to say how sorry I am that this happened. And look, I didn't mean for it to happen the way that it did. And
Wait, or did you? That's the whole question. Did you mean for it to happen that way?
well, sort of.
What?
But
Exactly.
no.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
wait. Let me explain.
Exactly.
Let me explain. I wasn't over my ex yet at the time, and I did set it up, but I didn't realize that I would fall for
Exactly.
you.
Exactly. See, this is what I'm talking about.
No, listen,
evil.
I wasn't over my ex yet, and I wanted to do this, but then I met you, and you're charming and funny and clever, and you made me
It
laugh.
doesn't matter at this point. Like it's all done. It was a horrible thing to do, and you put me on the spot, and it was the worst thing to like weasel out of there. With whoever this guy is, and no.
I agree with you. I totally agree with you. It was a terrible thing to do, but you have to admit, you've been in a serious relationship too. Sometimes we do things that we shouldn't, and it's
not
really
like
screwed up,
this.
but
It doesn't happen like this. I mean, no.
you don't understand. Like, you made me realize that I'm not in love with my husband anymore. Like, I thought that I wanted him back, but the truth is I just wanted a great guy like you.
Oh, awesome. That's a really great way to use someone. Thank you. Glad I can help
wasn't
you feel better
using it.
about yourself.
James, you have no idea. Like, I felt guilty making out with you knowing that my husband was going to come home every second. I didn't expect to feel that way.
I felt guilty about it. Oh my God. Then maybe you could have warned the man that it was going to happen.
Yeah, then you should have said something and just been normal about it like everyone else instead of whatever this whole charade was.
Well, I almost texted my ex-husband not to come, but we were making out, and that would have been even more awkward. Like, why I'm texting my husband while we're making out.
Oh, yeah, that would have been way less awkward than having him walk in on us while I'm making out with his ex-wife.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean for it to happen that way, but it just did. And I totally get how upset you are, but I also totally believe in second chances, and I think that you should give me a second chance.
But Tanya, I mean, like, yeah, everybody wants their ex to be jealous. Like, I get that. I think that there's not a person alive that could not understand that feeling. But we do that by posting cute pictures of ourselves on social media, not by inviting them over to our house when you're making out with another man.
Exactly.
But what if my ex isn't on social media?
Dude.
Well, then you got to invite him over. I think that's the only way to do it.
That is so manipulative on so many levels.
I was just hoping that he would come in and see me with this other guy and realize that he was jealous and that he still wanted me. But what actually happened is that he came in and I realized that I didn't care about him anymore. I mean, I care about him. I know that we're not right for each other. And all of that's because I started to have feelings for you, James.
Oh, man.
Well, that is just romantic.
Not really.
No, it's touched my heart, James.
No, you need to, like, get right with yourself before you have feelings for anybody else. That shouldn't be what gets you over a marriage.
I think you got a lot to work out there, so I really don't want to be any part of this.
Look, I just want to apologize for the way I treated you, and if you will let me, I'd like to go out again and just start over with a clean slate.
In that case, James, would you like to go on a second date with Tanya? We will pay for it.
Good timing.
And we're not following along with the conversation correctly.
Yeah, you have a hard time listening.
Are you actually asking me that?
Yeah, no, yeah, I am. But it's only because I have to at the end of these second date updates. I know your answer, I think.
No, thank you.
I'm really sorry, James. I messed up, and that's something that I'm learning that I need to work on. So I'm really, really sorry.
Good luck with other dates that you have. So.
Thanks, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who knows? Maybe one of those dates will be the right person to make your husband just jealous enough to take you back, Tanya.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Chloe, please?
This is her.
Hey, Chloe, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning on Moving 92.5.
Oh, my gosh.
How's it going?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Are you wondering why I'm calling?
Yeah.
I'm calling you because you recently went out on a date with one of our listeners.
Oh.
A guy named Clint who listens to our show. And Clint wanted us to call you.
I remember Clint.
Did you have fun on your date with Clint?
Yeah. Clint and I are probably not really meant for each other, but yeah.
Clint did tell us about your date a little bit, and from the sounds of it, it sounded kind of awkward to me. Like he took you back to his college and walked around there, and then he did like an awkward little, oh, look, I found a rose, and gave it to you.
I mean, he went through the trouble of like planting a rose, like on this walk that we were going to take.
So you liked that?
Yeah, it was a super romantic idea.
Okay.
I just felt weird, like a weird feeling throughout the date.
Like a general bad vibe, or?
Like, I realized it probably like an hour or so into the date. He just hadn't
taken his eyes off me the entire time.
What?
Oh, really?
I don't know if you've ever really like been in a situation where someone is just not taking their eyes off of you, but
Welcome to every single conversation I ever have, Chloe. It's tough. Oh, I feel your pain. Did he just creep you out? Is that what you mean?
I don't think he's a creepy guy, but like he did kind of creep me out, you know? Like it got to the point where like I literally was trying to like throw his like gaze onto like another, you know, thing. Like it was this awesome building you could see kind of like over these like trees. I pointed at the building. I like looked at this awesome architecture, and he like awkwardly turned around so that like I would be in the building behind me. Like he wouldn't just like turn his head. I know it was just like really weird. He would not. There was never a moment when I was not in his eyesight.
So he was just staring at you the whole time. I think I know what the issue is, Chloe.
Yeah?
And I think there's only one real way to find out, and that's to ask Clint. Clint?
Hi.
Chloe, Clint is on the phone with us.
What?
Hi, Chloe.
Oh my God. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Clint, did you read in one of your little dating help magazines that you should always make intense eye contact?
Yeah.
Intense wasn't the word that they used. Considerate eye contact was one of the pointers.
Oh, no.
Do you realize you were just staring at Chloe the whole time?
It hadn't occurred to me, but I do remember moving to look at her and a building, so...
Chloe, I'm going to help Clint out here, okay? Clint is not very good at dating, and he talked to us about it. He read a bunch of articles and dating tips before he went out with you. That's where he came up with the college date and the little rose trick and everything else because he wanted to do something special for you, but he doesn't really know how, and he finds himself being very awkward on dates. And even after all the help, still found himself being awkward on dates. So
come on.
that's probably where the eye contact came from.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, once people get to know me, I feel like I come out of my shell and I'm really personable and I'm really engaging. I just, like, I can't, like, I'll be on a date and the entire time what I'm thinking is, well, what do you do with your hands? Or you could put them in your lap. Why don't you put them on the table? You should hold that glass. Maybe put that knife down. I should go to the bathroom. Do I tell her I'm going to the bathroom? Don't tell her where you're going, though. Oh, but then she won't know. Well, tell her where you're going. Well, don't tell her what you're doing.
Okay.
All right.
Ben, slow down. You're kind of like actually an average woman on a date.
Yeah.
That's how many things we normally think about.
It's so sweet that you've taken the time to like, you know, research dating and read a magazine and like take all these helpful tips and stuff. Just the eye contact, it just like was so weird and kind of creeped me out and all of that. And I mean, I would say like maybe just next time, like, you know, don't take so much advice from a magazine. If you just, you know, be yourself in the future, you know, I bet, you know, a lot of girls are going to like you.
Just date people over the phone, Clint.
Yeah.
Like, honestly,
but I would say like that I feel like if you were willing to go on a second date, I feel like now that we know each other a little better, it would probably be less awkward. Or I could like wear an eye patch.
Clint.
You know.
Clint.
Sunglasses.
You dog, are you asking her out on a second date? Look at you.
Hey, I bet you that's not in his magazine,
No.
okay?
Clint, you just did that on your own, buddy.
It's true. I did it. I did it, everybody.
Chloe.
Come on, Chloe.
Clint just asked you out. He manned up and did it. Would you go out on a second date with Clint? We will pay for it.
You know what? Yes, I will.
Yeah.
Hey, good.
Awesome, Clint.
Look at what you did, Clint.
It goes with Jubal's theory about you should just never read.
Yeah. Stop reading things, Clint. Congratulations, man. See, just a little bit of confidence. You relaxed, and you were able to actually ask her out. That's impressive.
Thanks. Thank you for helping us out. Me out. Us out. I don't know. More words.
Yeah. Chloe, are you excited to go out with Clint again now that you know the eye contact thing was just something that he read?
Just kind of being yourself is sort of the key thing, and kind of being able to really just kind of go with whatever's happening.
So you hear that, Clint? Chloe's just saying, be yourself, man. Don't try too hard.
Yeah.
In the meantime, go ahead and Google, how do I be myself? Before your date.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning. Be still my heart.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Ryan, please?
This is him.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? How are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show?
Okay. I don't think I entered to win anything. Is this what this is about?
You didn't enter to win anything, no. We do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. Have you ever heard of that before?
No, I haven't.
All right. It's where if you go out on a date with somebody and then end up not calling them back after, they email us to see if we can get you on the phone and find out why.
That's kind of strange, but...
Yeah, and the girl that emailed us about you is named Kendra.
Oh. She emailed you?
Yeah, she emailed us because she said that she had a really good time with you, but you haven't responded to anything, so she asked us to get you on the phone and see if we could figure out why you don't want to go out with her again.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it.
Wait, so there's a reason?
Well, yeah, there's a reason. I mean, I'm not just some kind of ass who blows people off for no reason. Like, if I'd liked her, I would have called her back.
Yeah, and that's why she's confused, because she thought you liked her.
Oh, I'm sorry. That just wasn't the case.
What? I thought you liked her. I mean, the way she described it, it sounds like you were super into her.
I mean, I thought I liked her at the start, but by the end of the date, I was definitely questioning that.
Wow. So what changed then?
I really don't want to talk about it. Isn't this enough? Haven't I told you enough?
No, actually, you just have actually piqued our interest more because you said there's a problem, but now we don't know what it is. Yeah. See, here's the thing. She wants to know. She's been racking her brain. She's been thinking about you nonstop.
I really...
She sounds like a really nice person.
Can you at least just do her the favor?
If she really wants to know, you can just tell her that it was when we started talking about our families. She'll know what that means.
Honestly, I don't think she will, because when we talked to her, she said that when you guys started talking about your moms and your families, that was when you both perked up and thought everything was even better.
No, that's when things really took a turn. That was not.
What? She said that you were like, our moms should meet.
Yeah, at that point I thought everything was going really well, but then she got a little rude about the family thing. She did a little too far.
She like rip on your mom?
No. Basically, we were talking about family, and we got talking about the holidays, and she sort of made a joke. She said, well, if things work out between us, you're going to spend the holidays at my place. Oh. And so I tried to joke back, basically saying, oh, well, next year we'll spend it at my place. That like an every other year sort of thing.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cute, right?
Yeah, it was sort of a cutesy little joke, but all of a sudden she got really serious about it.
Whoa. What do you mean she got serious about it?
Well, she refused to even acknowledge this joke and was like, well, no, we're spending it at my place every year or nothing at all. And then I was like, no, we can switch off every other year. That's the normal way to do things.
So now you're having an argument that people usually have, I don't know, a couple years into a relationship on a first date.
Exactly. I mean, she got so defensive about it. She was like, I have a huge family and I never miss Christmas. And so you're going to have to compromise and come to my Christmas every single year.
God.
Oh, that's not a compromise.
But I kind of get her. Like, one of the reasons I love my husband and knew it would work out is because his family does solstice. They don't even do Christmas. So I'm like, I own it. Yeah.
Well, unfortunately, my family doesn't do a solstice or anything. So I would be missing my family's Christmas to go to her family every year. It was unreasonable.
I mean, you don't think that there's maybe a way you could come to a conclusion later on down the road?
No, not at all. There's no reasoning with Kendra.
Whoa!
There's no reasoning with her.
She's basically squatting on Christmas and saying, this is my day. It's not yours. It's mine for the rest of time. It was absurd.
Taking away Christmas.
God, you guys are kind of cute still together to me. Is that bad?
Hey, Ryan, I want to let you know that Kendra is actually on the phone listening right now and wants to talk to you.
No, she's not.
Yes, she is. Kendra, say hi if you're still there.
Hi, Ryan.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What, this whole thing with a setup?
Kind of, yeah.
Look, Ryan, I told you that Christmas is really important to me. Okay?
Yeah, I remember you saying that, and I just thought it was ridiculous.
Well, okay. Well, if it's ridiculous, that means that Christmas is not important to you, which means you can spend it at my place.
Oh, that's a pretty good point.
No, of course Christmas is important to me. That was not even what you were saying on this date, though. You were saying that Christmas was more important to you than it would ever be to me, basically.
So I never said that. I never said that. You're putting words in my mouth.
No, that is essentially what you were saying to me, Kendra.
No, I told you, I have a big family. I have never missed Christmas once in my life, okay? And this is the only time I get to see some of my relatives, and just because I start dating someone, that doesn't mean that, like, suddenly I'm going to start missing Christmas.
You guys have been on one date. What are you doing?
You think I don't have a family, too?
No, I know
I'm
you
not
have a
gonna miss
family.
Christmas
We
with my
talked about
family.
this. Your family can come to my place and spend Christmas with my family, but it's going to be at my house.
You already know my family lives far away. It's not even easy for them to get together for Christmas with my own family, let alone your family.
Okay, well, you know what? Like, I mean, some of them are already coming from different parts of the country, so they might as well just come over here and all be together. And,
That's
like,
absurd.
Oh my God, what is happening right now?
no, it's not absurd. I'm telling you, your family can come to my place. It'll be great. But, like, that's it. Like, we can compromise in that you'll get to see your family, you'll get to have Christmas, but it's going to be at my place.
You're being so selfish. It's no wonder that you don't have a boyfriend, okay?
Wow. Well, look who's talking, mister. I don't have a girlfriend yet.
That's true. You got some common ground there. You guys are both single at least.
I will say, Kendra, I mean, isn't there like a way, like maybe you guys could do Christmas Eve at his place, Christmas morning at your place?
There is no compromising on this. I get all of Christmas, including Christmas Eve and Christmas morning and afternoon. You get all the other holidays, like all of them. I don't care, but I have Christmas.
Oh, what? I get Arbor Day? What, Flag Day? Like, no one even celebrates those holidays.
So fun. I mean,
Fucking
like, you
ridiculous.
could do those days if you wanted to, but I mean, like, 4th of July, come on, like, fireworks and,
Christmas
you know,
is the
like,
only important holiday out of those.
well, fine, but Christmas is the only important one to me. So you get an important one, I get an important one.
Do you guys realize that this is all a hypothetical conversation because you've only been on one date?
It's not hypothetical. This is real.
Yeah, I mean, I promise you, if you just one Christmas, just try it out and come to my place, you will understand what I'm talking about. You're going to love it. I mean, your family will love it because it's amazing. It's like, I can't even describe. You'll just fall in love with it, and then you won't even want to have Christmas any other place.
Yeah, that's exactly what you do, isn't it?
What do you mean?
That's exactly what you want. You reel me in for one Christmas, and then I'm stuck there for the rest of my damn life.
No, I'm not reeling. Okay, I'm reeling you into the first one.
I don't care how good the presents
You
are. I
would
don't care how good
decide
the
on your
Christmas cookies
own
are.
all the other Christmas. You would want to come to my place.
You guys have to go out again.
Yeah.
I mean, you are dating. You're dating already. You realize that, right?
I think you guys are married, actually, and you don't know it. But you've only been on one date. Ryan, would you like to go out on one more date with Kendra? You guys can have a discussion about this in private if you want. We will pay for a second date. Will you go out with Kendra again?
Please.
It doesn't even sound like Kendra wants to go out with me.
No, I mean, I like you. I think you're great. We have this disagreement. And if we could just work this one issue out, then I think this relationship could possibly work.
Okay, so she is open to going out with you again. Ryan, would you do it? We will pay for a second date.
I would consider it, and I will try to look past all the mean things she's just said. Only if she will consider spending Christmas one time at my family's place.
Oh, that's a good
All
deal,
right.
Kendra. Just once, man.
Absolutely not. Never happening.
Are you serious?
Okay, so
Pretty good deal.
so is-
Kendra.
that's a no, Kendra. You don't want to go out with Ryan again because he wants to spend maybe one Christmas with his family.
That is a capital N, capital O.
Dude, but what if you like fell in love with him and you guys started having your own Christmases at some point together?
No, I will always be spending Christmas with my family. Ryan, you and your stupid family can go have your little Christmas together, but I'm not going on a second date with you. Sorry.
Are you kidding me?
All right, well, I think that's enough for the second date update. I don't know. I don't know what happened,
Me
but
neither.
I think it was a second date update.
Yeah, it was
I'm not sure.
close.
I feel like I was listening to a married couple argue, but Kendra, sorry you didn't get a second date, but at least.
No, I don't care anymore.
Okay.
Cool. Well, one thing this second date update has taught me is I'm even more thankful now than ever before that I don't talk to my family very much. It's saving me a lot of arguments.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Hello?
Hi, I was looking for Andrew.
Yeah, this is he.
Andrew, how are you? This is Jubal from Brook and Jubal in the Morning.
Okay.
I'm calling you because we recently got an email about you from one of our listeners.
I didn't submit for any contests or anything, guys.
Yeah, no, I know. This is not about a contest, actually. I just need a few minutes of your time.
In regards to...
In regards to a date that you went on. Actually, a few dates that you went on.
What?
Yeah, we do a segment on our show. It's called the Second Date Update. You recently took a girl named Kate out. She told us a little bit about your dates. They were all very elaborate and very romantic, but now you're not calling her back and she's very confused.
I'm not sure what to say.
Well, you could start by telling us why you would blow her off after 3 dates.
It's not as simple as that.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not trying to sound confrontational with you. I just want to know what happened, and more than anything, she wants to know what happened because you guys went out on so many dates, and she said that they were all pretty romantic, and you seemed like you guys really liked each other.
Yeah. Just a weird situation. It's been in my head, and I'm just trying to figure this stuff out.
Does that mean that you are actually maybe in a relationship with somebody else?
No, certainly not. No.
Okay.
Good.
I wish it was that simple. It's more complicated than that.
Let me ask you a question, just an easy question to answer. Did you like Kate?
Yes, very much. Very much.
So you did?
I did and still do.
Okay, so you still do? Well, then why not offer her the respect of letting her know why you're not calling her back?
Well, I accepted a job offer in Germany that I couldn't turn it down.
What?
You what?
I leave in a couple of weeks, actually, for Germany.
Whoa.
And that's why you're not calling her back?
Well, I feel strongly for her. I just don't know how to tell her, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to her. I just figured the easiest thing would be just to, disappear, fade away.
What are you talking about? Disappear. That's like the coward way out. You owe it to her to talk to her about what's going on.
Like I said, this is not an easy situation. I'm struggling as far as how to deal with this and what to do.
Why are you struggling so much with? I mean, you guys have been out on 3 dates. It's not like you've been dating for months and months and months and you're leaving.
Yeah.
Why not just call her and say, hey, I'm moving. Sorry, we can't see each other anymore.
I really like her a lot, but...
Okay.
So you see a future with her. If you were going to stay here and Germany wasn't in the picture, there's no question in your mind that you guys would continue this?
If I was going to stay here, definitely. No question in my mind.
Wow.
But now that the reality is Germany, there's just no chance of that because, I'm moving.
You guys could maybe try a long distance thing.
That's not fair of me to ask her to do something like that. She's super sweet. She's gorgeous. That's not
Yeah,
fair.
but how do you know? You don't know. I mean, you're putting your feelings on her. Like, you don't know how she would react to that.
Actually, I am putting her needs first. She doesn't deserve to be in a long-distance relationship like that with someone. She deserves someone who's going to be there with her, contributing to her life. I'm putting her needs way above mine. I just don't know what to say.
It sounds like you really like her a lot.
Yeah, I do.
Man, that sucks. Like, honestly, if I were in your position, that would be hard.
Yeah.
To meet somebody that I guess it sounds like you're falling for, and then you're like, man, now I got to move.
Jeez.
Yeah, it sucks.
But some consolation, German chicks can be kind of hot.
Okay, Jubal, that's not where we're going with
Andy's
this.
making more money, obviously.
Can I ask one question, though? Did you know that you were going to Germany before that last couple's massage, slept together night?
No. In fact, this is from a previous situation I had that developed over the course of 3 or 4 months. So I thought that the opportunity had kind of fizzled out, but it turns out it was just taking a little bit more time, and then they made me an offer. I had to jump on this.
Wow.
Okay,
I'm just really excited about this Germany thing. It's the dream job I've always wanted, but at that same time, I feel like I could be missing out and not being able to share something like that with someone like her.
Well, then why not just talk to her about it?
I agree.
I know it's early on in your relationship, but why not just talk to her?
Man, easier said than done, guys.
Not really, because she's actually on the line listening.
Excuse me?
I said she's on the other line and listening to this conversation and wants to talk to you.